What's good, y'all? My name is Ace. I am 34 years old. I am a transgender man. I'm not a man, but I live my life as masculine as I want to be. You feel me? Just like women, are they a man because they have men in it? But anyways, recently I triggered my own trauma. So there's something called trauma trigger. Wait. So more about me. So I'm from Miami, Florida, born and raised. I'm currently living in the state of Maryland. I moved to Maryland last year, 2023, in October. Today is October 18, 2024. So I've been here for a year. This month makes a year. One of these days in this month makes a year. But tomato, tomato. I have two children. One is my daughter, which is like, she's 20 something years old. My daughter slash cousin. And then my biological son, he's 17 years old. He'll be 18 in January. Yes, I carried him. Yes, he's my biological child. So I want to tell y'all about how I triggered my trauma recently. So the ending of last month, which was September 2024. So the ending of last month or the beginning of October this month. I just don't remember which month, and I ain't finna be on there, So I let my teenager get back in contact with family on my father's side. Now, check this out. To beat Iraq, I let my little brother get in contact with my teenager. The reason why, because I feel like my little brother is a stand-up guy. I feel like he's very smart. He's very like lovable. Like, I feel like he will protect him. And my little brother was like a father figure to my child, back in the days. So, why not? And as I stated, I'm not a man. I'm a trans man. I just live my life as masculine as I want to be. So I felt like my son need a black role model in his life. So, I was happy about it. And I felt like they could have had a bond. They haven't really been in his life since he was like 6.5 years old. He's about to be 18. Not next month. He's about to be 18 in January. And a few people on my father's side, they only saw my son once. Since he was 6.5 years old, they saw him once. A few of them, probably like 3, 4 of them, at different times. 2 of them at the same time they saw him. But yeah, I reached out to my brother because I felt like, well, I didn't reach out to him. I let somebody close to me reach out to them because I just don't feel like talking to them, honestly. But wait. Okay, like I was saying, because I feel like my brother experience with me, life experience with me, and my life experience with my brother should not affect their bond, And I feel like they could have been in his life. My family been in his life. My sister and her kids recently, a few months ago, this year, 2024, just stopped by to go see my son. And throughout the years, we've been actively in his life. You feel me? And I know y'all probably wondering, well, where have your son been? It's out there. I'm not hiding anything. It's go down on my TikTok, go to my YouTube. And also, if you want to see this video above, click the link in my bio and go to my link tree. And I have this video posted and I have another video posted for you guys to go ahead and watch. And then you can come back here and then finish watching the rest of this video or comment or whatever you got to say. But anyways, so what triggers my trauma is, and I feel like because my son and my brother, they act just alike. And I've been wanted to get my brother back into his life, but it wasn't him, it was the people he around, and that happens. Like, I don't know how to put this way. It was like how that side of the family did me. When you happy, I felt like when you happy, when you joyful, everybody love you. But as soon as you going through something and you angry or you crying a lot and this, that, they don't want to deal with you. And that's not good. If you really family, you should stick with a person no matter what. You should try to figure them out, try to help them. You feel me? And that's just how I feel. So I just had a lot of trauma from their mother. I had a trauma from their sister, Amanda. I had a lot of trauma from their cousins. So what made me not reach out to them for a long time was those three people. Like, still to this day, that's what triggered my trauma. Like, I'm okay with my son living with his uncle. I'm okay with all of that. But they trigger me. Like, those three people triggers me. They just triggers me, and that's okay. Like, my experience with them, their experience with them is different, and I should be allowed to feel how I feel because what happened. You know, and it just was right. No, my son don't know about anything that happened. Of course, I'm not finna tell him about anything that happened. Yes, it's out there, it's on social media. He can come across it, but I'm gonna let him know ahead of time. Before he even come across this, I'm not gonna tell him about it. But if he ever come across it, I'll let him know. Look, my experience with these people experience with me doesn't have anything to do with you, and that's just how I feel. Yes, I told their sister Amanda, don't stay away from my child because this girl caused me childhood trauma. She caused me adulthood trauma, like from my early 20s, from child. So it wasn't just childhood trauma. Their mother caused me childhood trauma, adulthood trauma. That cousin of theirs caused me childhood trauma, adulthood trauma. So those are the people that's triggering me. My son going with his uncle, that's the only reason I'm triggered, is because of those three people. And as I should be. So it's like, I don't really want to tell my son, like, oh, be careful. Just know that this person is not related to you at all. And when time get hard, they'll show you that, which is my dad's wife. And then the supposedly sister, Amanda, throw rocks out her hands. Be careful. Don't eat, don't drink from her because of what she did to our dad before, which is true and everybody know it. So it's like, I want to give him like warnings, but I can't give him warnings because I can't be saying all of that. I don't want him to know all of this stuff. I can't tell him, well, like I said, he's big enough, he's old enough to protect himself from that other person. The one up there that I was talking about. Like I said, if you want to watch this video, click the link on my bio and watch it. But those three people triggers me so bad. And yes, I went on the healing journey. Yes, I'm in therapy. I've been doing therapy, you know. So let me just show y'all what I wrote out a couple of early this morning. I woke up with it on my mind. I had tears in my eyes because they trigger me so bad. So bad. So I just don't want those three people to feel like they gonna have all this access to my child, or they even deserve that. So that's the only thing that's triggering me. Yes, I want him to be with his uncle. I've been wanting him to be with his uncle. But when times get hard, when he's angry, when he's yelling, when something happened to him, are you gonna defend him? Are you gonna protect him? Are you gonna believe him? Are you gonna stand up for him? Or are you gonna kick him out? Or y'all gonna kick him out and call the police? Or is y'all gonna do this? Is y'all gonna do that? Is my dad wife gonna try to control everything? Is the sister gonna put something in his food, his drink, or throw rocks out her hands? So no, I want to let my child know these three people, they are nothing to you. You are not related to them. But I'm not gonna tell them that. Past, they don't know my histories. Like, I never had nobody, so no matter where I go, either way it go, I'm not gonna have nobody. So, bro, let me get off this, bro. For real, it's not like. So part 2 of I triggered my own trauma. I had to show y'all the body because damn I look good. Damn I look good. But yeah, so part 2, I had to clear some stuff up. I had said they only see my son once since he was 6.5. What I meant was they only see him once after he was 6.5. Some of them only see him once after he was 6.5 years old. Okay, that's to clear that part up. So another part I forgot to add is so when my son adopted dad text my sister and I to ask us, do we think it's a good idea that my son lives with his uncle? I said yes, like immediately. I ain't had to think about it, no nothing. Like I even told my sister before I got my son and his uncle to connect. I told my sister, I was like, my son need a black male role model because, like I said, I'm a transgender man. I'm not a man. I was not born a man. I just live my life as masculine as I want to be. So I was telling my sister, I was like, I hope they get connect. I feel like it's a good idea. He need a black male role model. And I have brothers on my mother's side, but they ain't it. My brother on my dad's side, that's the guy. That's the guy. That's the guy. He a good role model. So I'm not gonna take nothing away from that. And like I said, my brother experience with me and my experience with my brother should not affect their bond. Y'all don't mind this right here. If y'all keep seeing it in my video, I just had surgery. But damn, what I was talking about. Yeah, it should not affect their bond. So yeah, I just wish them, all the catching up they gotta do, the best wishes, the most fun. I know they gonna have fun because I used to have fun. I ain't gonna lie. Like I said, I used to have fun. I used to love going over there. I used to have fun. But when stuff got tough, it was like F me. But it's cool. It's cool. I'm over it a little bit because I'm over it, but I'm not over it. Meaning, like that girl, the sister Amanda. I don't mess with her, would never mess with her, and don't tell me nothing about forgiveness because I did forgive. If you go watch that other video I got on part 1, I did forgive. I went back. She was still throwing shots about my son situation, throwing rocks hot in her hands, and I don't like her. There's no more forgiving. Stay away from my son. Do not go in his vehicle. He's not picking you up from nowhere. He's not dropping you off from nowhere. You're nothing to him. Your kids is nothing to him. Like, I don't deal with this girl. I'm talking about she caused me so much childhood trauma and adulthood trauma because the thing that's in the other video, click the link in my bio if y'all want to watch it. So that happened. I was in my early 20s when that happened. That situation happened. So that's adult childhood trauma. When I was a kid, always lying on me, always blaming stuff on me, and the parents believe in her because they feel like their child couldn't do no wrong. Just too much trauma. It was just too much. And then I gave her a chance. I came back, tried to talk to her, and still throwing rocks in her hands, talking about situations with my child. The whole time, y'all could have been in his life, but the fact that y'all couldn't control what I chose, because my family, we been there. My sister just recently went to go see him without me. I mean, they always went to go see him without me, but what I'm saying is that y'all could have had that access. But people want to control people so much and mad when they don't do what they want them to do. Like, come on now. But they could have been in his life. Because my family, my mom been in his life since the day she passed. He came to the funeral and all. Like I was just like a parent that lived in another city. That's all. Like I was actively there buying stuff. And to be honest, I've been there for my child more than my father been there for me, and I wasn't adopted. I swear to God, you can ask my son. He got the pictures and all, always there. My son lived over almost 4 hours away. It wasn't no day I said I'm gonna come and did not come. You know how many times my dad told me he was gonna come pick me up? I'm sitting there packed, ready, and never showed up. But that's what I'm saying. They could have been there. They could have been there. But that's neither near here or there. That's how you said it? I think that's how you said it. But yeah, I forgave all of them. Like I really don't have no beef. The only person I have beef with is that Amanda. I don't like her. Don't touch my child. Don't hug him. Cause y'all know how I'm coming about him. Straight up. But yeah, I don't know. I just don't like this girl. Like from childhood to adulthood trauma. It's not just childhood trauma. Like I do not like her. This girl did stuff that everybody know that she did, which is put something in somebody's food, and for it to be defamation of character, it gotta not be true. Bet she can't take a lie to tech. I'm so frustrated. I bet she won't be able to take a lie detector to since she didn't do it, so it's not defamation of character. Because some of the family members know. So anyways, y'all know I keep it real. I don't care. Like, what they gonna do? Not talk to me? I don't talk to them. But yeah. So when my son adopted dad asked, I could have said no, I don't think it's a good idea when he asked me and my sister, but that's what I want. That's why I reached out. Like my brother, he's like a real cool stand-up guy. Like I feel like it'll be great. I can't wait for my son to meet his grandpa again. Like I said, he seen his grandpa again at my sister's wedding. That was the one time he did see him again. But go have that experience. Go have fun. Go have fun. I got 2 brothers on my dad's side. My little sister, and then that other girl, I don't mess with her. I don't like her, and it is what it is. I'll never like her. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Ain't no, that's it. Came back. You had a chance to make it right and not play with me. You still play with me. So, that's it. But yeah, everybody else, you know, ain't too bad. And to be honest, like in my first story, I know I was like, oh, 3 people caused me trauma because it was them 3. Like even my dad, but not really, because like the childhood trauma, you know how you're supposed to grow and forgive, but then he didn't give me the adulthood trauma. He just didn't stand up for me, which is kind of different because my dad, he is quiet, laid back, chill. He don't really like confrontation. And no, I'm not taking up for him. I would tell the truth just like I told the truth and everything else. He just never stood up for me as a child or as an adult, like in that video. He just never stood up for me. That's all. But I don't got no beef with him. I don't got no beef with none of them but that girl. And then like my dad's wife, yeah. But then again, I just felt like I kind of forgive because like she older and stuff now, and then that's still my sibling's mother, so whatever. But yeah, it's okay. It's a little bit okay. I'm not gonna say it's justified, but it's okay. The childhood and the adulthood trauma is okay. It is what it is. And then the cousin, like I said, my child is old enough to protect himself. My son know how to fight. But he's old enough to protect himself, so I ain't worrying about that. And everybody know I'm coming about him, so it's cool. Yeah, that's the only stuff I was worried about. Like, I don't want my son over there getting used. Like, drop me here, pick me up here. Oh, you got more space in your van, so we'll take your van. No, don't do that. Like, I just don't want that type of stuff happening to him. I just don't want that girl to be giving him no plate of food, no drinks, because that, I'm telling you, boy, I don't care. That girl is evil. I'm telling you. I got anxiety, depression. I had like mental issues, anger issues from my pain and rage, but ain't nothing could top what she did to our dad. Shit, I never took it that far, honestly. But yeah. So I'm not mad about it. I would have said no. I'm happy. And that's what I wanted. That's why I reached out. But it still triggered my trauma. Just those 3 people just triggered my trauma. Like I said, I don't know if they alive or unalive. I don't know. I don't know anything. I don't know. I know my dad is. I know my 2 brothers is. But the rest of them, I honestly don't know right now. So, I don't know what's going on in their life, really. I don't know. I'm just so happy, like, because he deserved that. He deserved to, like, go know his family. But like I said, that girl is nothing to him. Don't be telling my son he's nothing to her. He's nothing to her. Don't take no pictures, no videos with him, because you know how I'm coming. And that's just what it is. And I don't care. And y'all know I don't care. They know I don't care. It feel like I'm on FaceTime. That's why I keep saying, y'all, it feel like I'm actually speaking, like, to them. But I'm doing a video. But if y'all have any questions, y'all want to know whatever else, if I felt like I left something out or missed something, I'll just drop it in. But yeah, you should forgive people. But when you forgive people and they come back and they doing the same thing to you, it's like, whoa, this ain't what it is. But yeah, life's great. I'm in my little tiny home, you know, living by myself like a bachelor. Living in Maryland. That's a fact. Y'all that watch my video, if you know, you know. So y'all that watch my video, you know I used to always be depressed, always be crying on my YouTube videos. They don't know my histories. Like, I never had nobody, so no matter where I go, either way it go, I'm not gonna have nobody. So, bro, let me get off this, bro. For real. It's not like people just